Let me tell you guys the story about how I lost my Facebook ads account, and then I started making thousands and thousands of dollars per day after I cracked the code to this other traffic source that is literally insane. So this is back in like high school times, and I was very, very bullied, like really, really bad back then. Just one side note about that is I remember I was in the bathroom after being bullied for a long time. I wanted to stand up to this one specific bully, and I basically wanted to fight him. I watched YouTube videos the night before, and I talked to my dad about how to fight and stuff. And I was ready to stand up to him, and I just started crying. I was very much so a big wimp back then. I was basically a nobody, still am. And I just couldn't stand up to this bully. Even though I know I could have, fought him and everything, but he wasn't like that. He was a more mental bully. And it really affected my self-esteem and confidence, and I still struggle with depression to this day. But anyway, this is back in high school. That was back in junior high, but then in high school, I just kind of shutted people out and just kept the best friends I have, and that was it. I didn't have very many friends or anything like that. Now, I would focus all my time on learning and learning how to make money online, and that was my number one motivation, and all my time went to that, and I sacrificed tons of things, like friends, time with family. I sacrificed just everything, my health, to just crack the code to how to do this. Now, here's the thing. I wanted to get a debit card, and I got a debit card, and I went to the bank and everything. I only had so much money on it, maybe 500 or something. And I was ready to start running Facebook ads. I had a Facebook ad account, and as we all know, it's very strict. Facebook ads are very, very strict. And it sucked how strict they were, but I would easily get them approved because it was a new account and I was on Facebook for a long time, and I didn't try to break any rules, and I made sure to read the policy and everything. But I was basically making simple ads that were just image ads running on Facebook feed, and then they would just send to a landing page that was so simple. It was like a headline and basically a little bit information and then like a button about the offer. And the offers I was promoting are just like affiliate offers where people can have a chance to win something. They just put in their email, and I get paid like $2 per person who puts in their email, and a couple other information boxes there, like their age, their gender, where they're located in the world, and their first name, last name, and their email address, and sometimes their phone number. Anyway, I was able to get conversions, but unprofitably, and I would keep testing things and trying to figure out things and all this stuff. Eventually I pivoted away from doing that type of thing, and for a little bit I decided to do like sales funnels, where I'd basically sell digital products in the health niche. So I decided I came up with a strategy. It was a great funnel. I would sell basically these private label right products, and they were in the keto niche. So the whole entire health and keto niche, I targeted those people on Facebook, and I was able to convert these people on a offer that was very, very low. It was like $1, and then I had like another offer they could choose, and then some other products in the sales funnel. They could just click one time, it's added to cart, and they buy it. And my average order value was really high. I think it was like $50, and I was getting people for like $10 or less per person to buy. So I was making thousands of dollars, but all of a sudden, I just get shut down. Facebook shuts down the account because people may have been complaining. I kind of forgot, but I'm pretty sure when you get an ad in front of enough people and you've sold enough to people, sometimes people complain and stuff, and sometimes Facebook will see that. And it wasn't like they were the best products ever. I'm not going to say they were. They're just private label right products, like just ebooks that are created very simply by someone else, courses created by someone else that aren't that great. I was just reselling them because I had the rights to resell them. Now, this worked really well, and I had affiliate offers in the back end, but once again, I got shut down by Facebook, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't have very many options back then, and I was already super depressed, and I was really, really high at the time, like really on my high horse, because I was making a lot of money, okay, for my age and everything back then. But then it all comes plummeting down. It's like, well, what do you do next? And I had plans of what to do, because I've always had kind of different ideas growing up, but it's not like you can instantly pivot and everything's great. The problem was that I literally was just stuck. I couldn't move. I had all this money kind of, but it was like some people were like asking for refunds and stuff. I had to refund because the products weren't that great. And so I was at a loss. I go to my parents, I'm like, this is what's happening. I don't know what to do, and everything. And so, you know, when you fail, you ponder, and when you succeed, you're going to party. And so I was kind of partying back then. Actually, no, I wasn't, but I was like partying in my head, like happy and stuff. I was just happy that I was making money. I didn't go to parties much growing up. Nowadays, I've gone to quite a few parties and they're fun. But anyway, I failed and I pondered and I pondered and I pondered for several weeks. And I came across an opportunity that radically transformed everything regarding making money online for me and everything. Okay, just money, money, money in general. It just changed my whole perspective. The opportunity was insane. And so I came across the idea from a few different mentors I listened to. And the idea was adult marketing. And what it is like, the adult industry has just billions of people, billions of impressions per day in the United States and other countries, just billions of ad placements. And I was like, wow, how much does this cost? And so I looked into it, and the cost was a fraction on a fraction on a fraction of the price of Facebook ads. And I was like, holy crap. So what I did was I decided to go, and I did even more research, but I decided to go to the #1 traffic source called Traffic Junkie for adult marketing. And it basically runs ads for and on the biggest adult sites out there. And so I did the common banner placement, which is 300 by 250, and I started testing things. And I discovered very quickly that you can get a lot of impressions on your ads. And I was listening to my mentors and what they were saying and how to actually make this work and what was working for so many people. And by spying on different ad placements and what other people are doing and having success with and using spy tools to see, I was able to see what people are doing. A lot of people had landing pages where it's like a survey that gets people into a bunch of micro commitments. And then they're more likely to convert on the offer that's presented to them after the micro commitments, which is just a series of questions on this lander. Now that was one way people are doing. Another way is people were just direct linking. Now I found that way more simple, but I decided to also test doing the surveys. And the survey where you ask people just random questions and then they convert on the offer at a higher rate, that's great and all. I didn't have much success with that. The most success I've had, and this is years ahead in time, obviously now I'm older, the most success I've had with adult marketing is direct linking, doing a bunch of ad placements once I figure out the right offer that's converting like crazy, the right targeting, and the right kind of ads that are working, like the images and the words I'm saying. It's called copywriting, but maybe that's too confusing of a word to explain, but basically copywriting words that persuade. And so, you know, I split tested all this stuff, just tested, and I discovered the right things that are working for each campaign. And I would test thousands of dollars to do this. I still do this, test thousands of dollars to test different offers, different ads, and different targetings on different ad placements and platforms. But anyway, I quickly discovered a lot of powerful things as I first started this. And I failed a lot, obviously, discovering different things, but you have to spend money to learn when you're doing marketing and advertising. Now, anyway, adult marketing quickly started making me a lot of money. This was towards after high school, totally after high school. Started making a lot of money with adult marketing and then on. And it's just been a crazy journey. And just so you know, there's like no competition still with adult marketing. Yes, there's a lot of ads, a lot of advertisers, a ton of offers. But if you really think about it in comparison to like YouTube and Facebook, the opportunity is still so big with adult marketing. And I'm only talking about it, sharing, you know, my story because people need to know this. Like, this changed my life. And I'm like, you know, I just kind of want to share my story about this specific part of my life because it was a big time, and still is. This opportunity is insane. So there you go about that. No competition, and literally the opportunity is literally limitless, and sky's the limit with this. You can scale to the moon. Anything that you're promoting, you can scale to the moon if it's like selling and converting. And then the other thing to mention is like, The traffic is so cheap and there's just endless traffic. So anyway, that's like the whole encompassing benefits of it. And you don't have to promote any adult offers or anything. You're just getting adult traffic, and you can promote, health offers, you can promote wealth offers, and you could promote love offers. You could promote relationship offers. You could sell physical products, do drop shipping. It's literally limitless what you can do. You could sell services. You could target locally for your business, just people. They're the same people on Facebook and YouTube and all that stuff, really. It's just people. But they're just super, super cheap to get in front of. And they're just the same people, but super, super cheap. So anyway, it's been a long journey. I remember I struggled forever. I still do. I feel like I'm depressed right now. And I'm making thousands of dollars per day, but I just feel like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's loneliness. Maybe it's like, I don't know. If you guys have anything to say about that, let me know. But I have a disorder. I think it's like seasonal depression disorder, where I go through phases, even if I'm doing great in anyone's eyes of financial success or anything like that, I still feel super, super depressed. I don't know why. But anyway, I just wanted to share my story about that, and I will see you guys later, and peace out.